The Ulu Project investigates the diverse cultures of Alaska Native peoples and their relations to the land and sea. We explore aspects of food and culture through the perspectives of both experts and everyday people, and film the series in 3 locations: Nome, Sitka, and Anchorage, Alaska.
Food security is a really interesting issue in Alaska, and it's one that a lot of people have been talking about for a long time. The food system that we have, really in the whole country, maybe even the whole world, is geared toward large-scale production and widespread distribution. And Alaska is a place that really is on the fringes of that food system, and any system, when you get out to the edges, can break down. You know, right now everything, all the fresh fruits and vegetables, I'd say 95% of the fresh fruits and vegetables that people eat in the state are coming up through the port of Anchorage. If there's problems with shipping, if there's problems in the ocean, you know, suddenly a lot of people don't have a lot of food. And so the ability to make food here year-round is really one of the great challenges that kind of we face as Alaskans. And being able to do it economically is really the #1 issue. If we can't afford to do it here, it's not going to happen, no matter how much money you throw at it.
I think today families find it very, very difficult to put market foods on the table. Hence, it's so important to get the supplement of native meats, native fruits, native vegetation into their diet. Having the traditional foods in the freezer or in the refrigerator oftentimes can help when a family may be, you know, on a stricter budget and providing food for their family.
I think eating locally is important to Alaskans because we depend on so many foreign sources, foreign even being lower 48. I mean, so much of our food is shipped up north, put on planes, and that is really carbon heavy. And we have a lot of food here, and we have really unique growing seasons, and we have so much that we can feed ourselves with here. And so I think it's important to take care of ourselves, and we used to do this, you know, for thousands of years. People have been feeding themselves from the land here, and we can continue to do that. And of course things have changed, but I think being more mindful of what we put into our mouths is really important. We get closer to where we live when we eat from where we are.
Everything that we can do to be more self-reliant, whether it's fish issues, you know, food issues, food security, energy, any of those things, I think makes Sitka a stronger community. Not that we don't want participation from people outside our community, but the more that we can do to help ourselves, the better off we're going to be. So when we can do that with feeding our children local fish, I think it's a step in the right direction.
Food security from an Inuit perspective appears to be something different than other cultures. You know, there's hundreds of definitions of food security, and none of them were derived from an indigenous culture. And one elder, I think, has given me the best explanation of what food security was. And he said it was the entire environment where pieces of puzzles fit together. And it continuously moves, right, because it's a dynamic environment, but the pieces just adjust to each other. And a problem comes when somebody tries to take a piece from something else and push it into that puzzle.
Our love is rain, falls free from the sky. It's on everybody just the same, and I.